and welcome to episode 6 of Tone's Talk Show. I'm your host, ToneFrance, and yes, I did just get a haircut, and I am not sure if I like it or not. It's a big change. But anyway, we've got a show to start. On today's episode, we're going to learn why Ned loves learning so much. And has Kevin ever been mean? And what happened to Trevor's brother? And so much more. So make sure you stick around because we've got a jam-packed episode today. As always, we had tons of questions submitted. So if your question wasn't answered on this episode, don't worry. Leave a comment down below and maybe it'll be answered on episode 7. Now, let's answer some questions. Our first question comes from the cat that makes you go to sleep. Interesting name choice. They want to know if we'll ever see an episode where Tone spends the weekend with his dad. And will Tone's dad be a character in the future? Yes, a video like that will probably happen in the future, but not for a very long time. Because the next character that I want to introduce will most likely be a friend for the friend group. Okay, next question. MJ Clan asks a two-parter. What countries have I been to, and what is my favorite country I've been to? So I haven't really been to that many countries. I've been to the United States, obviously because I live here. I've been to Italy, Costa Rica, Mexico, Canada, and Aruba. Actually, I filmed most of my Costa Rica trip, and you can watch that on my vlog channel, ToneFrance Vlogs. But my favorite country that I've been to would have to be Italy. Mostly because I'm Italian, but also because that country is beautiful. If you ever get a chance to travel, make sure you travel to Italy because it is a lot of fun. And it's great food, and I love food. It's Me, content creator, asks, what was the hardest video for me to film? Well, the hardest video for me to edit was definitely Heroes of the Backyard 3. But you asked what video was the hardest for me to film. And that one could be a Nerf war, or it could also be the baseball video. Because with that, I had to hit the ball, throw the ball, catch the ball. It was a lot of coordination, and luckily I had my dad there to help out. But if he wasn't there, I don't know how I would have got that video filmed. It was a very tough video to pull off, and I don't think I'm ever going to film a video like that again unless I have tons of people there to help me. Hilmar asks, will I ever sell plushies on the merch store? ToneFrance.shop if you didn't already know. And the answer to that is yes, I would love to sell plushies. I think they would sell well and I think people would really enjoy them. But I'm not sure what company to buy them through. So if anyone has any recommendations, please comment down below because I'd love to get started on that. Johnny Hernandez asks, how old are all the characters? Well, they originally started off as 8-year-olds, and Richard was 13, and the cousin was supposed to be like 4 or 5. But now, they don't really have an age. They just kind of exist. I guess they technically could be 9 or 10, but I stopped keeping count a very long time ago. So they could be 12 or 13 at this point. I don't know. But I guess they're just gonna forever be elementary school kids. It's just easier that way. But speaking of the characters, it's time to bring them out and start asking them some questions. Let's welcome our first guest. He'd probably much rather be at Pizza Hut right now. Please give a warm welcome to Billy. Hi! Thank you. Billy, welcome to the show. Come on over and sit down. We have some questions for you. Are the questions about pizza? Of course they are, but we surprisingly have some non-pizza related questions in here too. Oh, ask me a pizza one first! Okay. Titan Crew asks, when did you taste Pizza Hut for the first time? And why do you wear your shirt backwards? Oh, my first experience eating Pizza Hut was really a magical day. I'd never had pizza before, and I wanted a grilled cheese for breakfast. So I asked my mom to make it for me, but she didn't want to. So she bought me a pizza instead and told me that pizza is basically grilled cheese without the extra bread on top. And when I took my first bite of that pizza, my life changed forever. Okay, and what about your shirt? Huh? The second part of the question was, why do you wear your shirt backwards? Oh, sorry, I was too focused on the pizza question. I wear my shirt backwards because I put it on the wrong way one day. And now I can't take it off because my hair is too poofy. Okay, interesting. Anyway, Bacon Need Robux asks, could you only eat vegetables for a day? No, that sounds horrible because veggies are the H word. Healthy? Yeah! Oh, Billy. Okay. Bobby Bearhug asks, what was the first food you ever ate? Pizza? That's not possible, Billy. Your parents would never feed a baby pizza. Oh, you're probably right. I guess my first Pizza Hut experience just overshadowed everything else about my life. We really have to cure this pizza obsession, Billy. Anyway, Buster Brown asks, do you still have Poochie? Poochie? Who's that? Poochie, your dog? Oh, Poochie! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen her in months. I think I left her outside one day and forgot to let her back in. Could you excuse me? Poochie! Okay, well, that was interesting. Now let's bring out a character who's not quite as unpredictable as Billy is. Everyone, please give it up for your favorite cowboy, Kevin. Howdy! Howdy, Kevin. Thanks for coming on the show. It's an honor to be here. Now it's time for you to answer some questions. GV0518 asks, have you ever thought about getting another hat? He also mentions that you're his favorite character. Oh, shoot. Thanks, partner. I actually used to wear a different hat years ago, but I swapped it out for this one because this one's comfier and much more casual. But it's kind of getting beat up now, so maybe it is time for a new hat. NASCAR driver asks, have you ever said anything mean? Oh, I try not to be mean, but sometimes I can get a little angry, especially when Evan makes me watch his dumb video games. That's very interesting that you say that because Serial RBLX asks, why do you always make fun of Evan in Evan Plays? I try not to be, but sometimes it's really hard to sit there and watch him fail at video games over and over again. So I guess my temper does get the best of me. That makes sense. An unknown user asks, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to follow in my mama's footsteps and be a farmer. Speaking of your mom, Elvis Forever asks a two-parter. What happened to your mom and does Evan ever fight you? Well, my mama rode off on her horse one day and never returned. Hopefully she'll be back one day. And as for Evan, he tries to beat me up all the time, but usually I always win. Not true, Kevin! I've beaten you up on multiple occasions! Silence! Oh, great. Evan interrupted me as usual. Sorry, partner. I'm out of here. Aw, no, Kevin. I wanted you to stay. Why do you always say that? Am I not good enough for you? No, but oh well. Okay, I guess it's time for me to ask you questions. Jacob gave me a donation. Thanks, Jacob. He asks, have you ever played a sport? Yeah, I've played tons of sports before. I've played Wii golf. I've played Wii tennis. I've played Wii bowling. No, Evan, I meant real sports. I've played baseball before and soccer, sort of. But I don't think my mind is programmed to play sports. I think it's more programmed to play video games. Sure. Charlie Games asks, why are you so bad at Fortnite? Bad at Fortnite? Are you kidding me? I'm spectacular at Fortnite. I got a victory royale one time, buddy. I bet I'm in the top 1% of Fortnite players. That is definitely not true. Bonnie World asks, do you miss your pets from when Benny the cat ate them? Curse that cat! He took everything from me! Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Stan are gone! And my cat Ralph, I haven't seen him in years! At least I still have my pet dragon, Raggedy Dan. Where is he at? He's at home? I'm not bringing him out anywhere. I have such bad luck with pets. someone's probably gonna try to steal him. Good point. No Sheen Kashif asks, what's your favorite holiday? Christmas, because you get presents. Evan, didn't we have a whole video where you learned the true meaning of Christmas? Yeah, but I still like getting gifts. What's wrong with that? Sue me. Okay, I think it's time for his last question, and it's a big one. Down the Mind Studios asks, why are you a turtle? I am not a turtle. I am a human being. I don't have a shell, and I don't walk slow. This joke doesn't make any sense. I'm out of here. Okay, thank goodness he's gone. Now it's time to welcome a guest that might be worse than Evan. He thinks he's good at everything, but he's actually embarrassingly bad at most things. Please welcome Trevor. What's up, ladies? Oh, please, you guys are all just jealous of me. All right, Trevor, come on over. I have an interesting thing that I want to try with you. I'm all for interesting things, man. What are we gonna do? Party Time asks, why does Trevor lie so much? I never lie. I am the most truthful person on earth. What was that? I figured you'd say that. Party Time also asked me to bring in a lie detector to see if you're lying. So now, every time that you tell a lie, the chair is gonna shock you. What? That's an invasion of privacy, dude! But whatever, go ahead and do your stupid lie detector. It's not gonna detect anything from me because I don't lie. Seriously? Let's start with an easy one. Yeah, Scream Drinks Water asks, why do you think you're the coolest person in the world? Think? Ha! I don't think, bro. I am the coolest person in the world. Hey! I'm not lying. Yes, you are. Big Bro Salad asks, will you ever stop being friends with Richard? No, never. Richard and I are literally attached at the hip. We are best friends for life. What the heck? I told the truth. No, you didn't. Richard is not your friend at all. He hates you. No, he doesn't. Oh, come on. Can you go a week without working out? Bro, I've never even gone an hour without working out. Okay, fine. I've never gone a day without working out. Okay, fine. I've gone 1 week without working out, but it was when my dad was in jail. I was enjoying the freedom. Okay, now here's a big one. What happened to your little brother? My dad shipped him off to good boy camp and he never came home. Oh my gosh, he's telling the truth. Do you miss him? No? Okay, maybe a little. Okay, I miss him a lot. Okay, I miss my little brother a lot. Leave me alone. And that's all for Trevor. Now it's time to go back to asking me some questions for a bit. Khalida Jamil asks, when did I start my YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel when I was 11 years old back in February of 2011, but I never really posted consistently on it until now. Let's Talk NFL asks an interesting one. They want to know how I got in YouTube jail. I don't want to give too many details, but basically there was a video that I posted when I was 11 where YouTube flagged it for having inappropriate content, which it didn't actually have, but I guess that's just how the algorithm works or whatever. So basically, I was in YouTube jail for about a year from 2022 to 2023, and it really sucks because you can't get a lot of perks. For instance, when I got my YouTube play button, I got it about a year after I hit 100,000 subscribers. That's because they don't give YouTube play buttons to people in YouTube jail. So from now on, I always try to keep my content as safe as possible. Joel Sickman asks, is there a story from shorts that really happened? There are a lot of shorts that are based on true stories, and there's also a lot of shorts that are just completely made up. But the one short that is 100% based on a real event is the one where the cousin jumps out of a window after he's grounded. That actually happened with my real life cousin, Bryce, from the Christmas Carol video. When he was about 4 or 5, he got grounded for some reason, and he decided the way to escape being grounded was to jump out of his window on the 2nd story. He ended up breaking his arm and I think having to walk with crutches for a while. So do not jump out of your window, people. Learn from my cousin Bryce. But that is a really funny story to tell, and it is 100% true. Sid and Ayush asks a 2-parter. Will I ever make an animation of my characters, and how was the process of getting the cartoony designs made with Matt Wong? So Matt Wong and I are really good friends, and we actually used to work at the Lego store together. And on Matt's lunch breaks, he used to draw these amazing cartoons. And when it came time for me to draw my characters, I knew that Matt was the guy for the job, because I am horrible at drawing. And I would love to turn his cartoons into animations one day. But that's not for a long time, because I'm still young and I can move around and do all the content myself. But when I get a little bit older and I don't want to run around and do these crazy things, maybe I could start making cartoons with the drawings that Matt made. He did great work and I really want to utilize them more. Those drawings are also going to be on merch very soon. Keep your eyes peeled on ToneFrance.shop, because you never know when those shirts may drop. That rhymed. Aki Coco asks, will I make a special Tones talk show where we ask the adult characters questions? That is a great idea. So, on the next episode of Tones Talk Show, episode 7, we're going to bring in the adult characters to answer some questions. So if you have any questions for Mr. Raleighworth, Grandma, the mom, Kevin and Evan's dad, or Trevor's dad, leave a comment down below and they might get picked for the next episode. Now that wraps up my portion of the show, but let's get back to asking the characters some questions. Now let's welcome a guy who will always do your homework for you. He's a nerd, but you gotta love him. Please welcome Ned. Salutations! Why don't you people clap, or boo, or at least do something? All right, Ned, stop your whining and come on over here. We have some questions for you. Ask away. Just make it quick. I have to go home and study. I have a test coming up at the end of the month. Oh, Ned, you're always studying. Piggy Patch asks, why do you love learning so much? I feel like I've answered this before, but learning new things can unlock pathways that were previously closed due to a lack of knowledge. Try to think of knowledge as a key that unlocks many different doors. No, I'd rather not. Quinn the Ninja wants to know what subject you like more, math or spelling? Oh, that's a tough one. Math challenges your brain while spelling challenges your mind. Both are very crucial for furthering your academic excellence, but which one is more proprietary? Actually, I don't think I care. Moving on. Marcos Lopez asks, who is your favorite US president? Oh, this certainly is a great question. I think my favorite president would have to be Martin Van Buren. He did a lot of excellent things for our country. Martin Van Buren? Seriously? I think you're the only person in the world who even knows who Martin Van Buren is. Anyway, moving on. Lucas Miranda asks, why are you afraid of everything? I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just a little bit timid. I'd rather let my friends treat me however they want because I know that it makes them feel better. Ned, you can't let them walk all over you. You gotta stand up for yourself. Anyway, an unnamed user asks, who is the most scary character? Oh, that's easy. It's Richard. He terrifies me. Good. That's how it should be. Stop clapping. Thank you. Okay, bye I guess, Ned. Richard, come on over and take a seat. Alright, ask me these dumb questions so we can get this over with. Our first question is a 3-parter from Matthew Coe, who asks, what's your favorite candy? Pop Rocks. It's like Monster Energy drinks, but it's candy instead of a drink, and it pops. Who do you hate the most? Everyone. If you could be friends with one person from the group besides Kevin, who would it be? I'd rather put my head through a wall. Well, someone's grumpy today. Floor Falcon Lopez asks, what was your childhood like? Terrible. My mom made me sleep outside in the dirt. That's not true, Richard. Your mom bought you a very comfy bed from IKEA. Yeah, but it feels like dirt. Okay. Nicole Flood asks, who's your crush? No one, because everyone in this universe has the exact same face as me. Guys, girls, it's weird. Aw, man, I knew he'd bring this up. Gail Arredondo is confused about how you know that you're made up. Dude, it wasn't that hard to figure out. Look at my face and look at your face, and then look at everyone else's face. You get a haircut, I somehow magically get a haircut. Nothing is real. Everything that I say is scripted. Even what I'm saying right now is scripted. It came from a script written by you. Okay, that's enough out of you, Richard. Bye-bye. This world is a hoax. I want to escape. Okay, let's bring out someone who's the complete opposite of Richard. He's lovable, he's fun, and he's a bit dumb. Please welcome Little Johnny. Hi, friends! Come on over, little guy. Hopefully you can help bring up the mood a little bit. Okay, I hope so. Go ahead, ask me questions. Brooklyn Mailski asks, which one of your cousin's Lego sets is your favorite? Anything that he'll let me destroy. I love breaking things. It's so much fun. But my cousin seems to hate it for some reason. Yeah, I think I can understand why. My waifu asks, how did you get so popular and how did you become friends with the 8th graders? Oh, I guess I'm just a fun person to be around. The 8th graders think I'm awesome. The monster in my closet thinks I'm awesome. And even Gary, my gator puppet, thinks I'm awesome. Right. Mayan Kagarwal asks, why is Gary your friend? Because my cousin bought him for me. But I also think that we're on the same level of smartness. Well, Sonic Jaden asks, why did Gary call Danny a pathetic shark at the end of your Costa Rica trip? Oh no, that sounds evil. And Gary is not evil. He would never say something like that. You're probably getting him confused with Danny the shark puppet. Now he's evil. No, it was definitely Gary the Gator. We all remember it. Stop accusing Gary of being bad. He is not bad. You're bad. Why can't you just let me have nice friends? Wow. This show is really starting to take a dark turn. Okay, you know what? Let's bring out our final guest. He's the glue that holds this entire universe together. Please welcome the main character, Tone. Hey, how's it going? Come on over and take a seat. We really need you to save this show. I don't know if I can, but I'll give it a try. Jack Roman asks, who do you like more, your cousin or your mom? That's a tough one, but if I had to choose, I guess I would pick my cousin because he can't boss me around like my mom can. Down the Mind Studios asks, do you have a brother or sister that we don't know of? Yeah, I have a sister, but she hates my mom, so she doesn't live here anymore. She lives with my dad. Little Johnny actually lives in her room now. Wow, so that explains the dresses in his closet. Yeah, I guess so. The Vipers asks, what happened to Cornelius? Oh, I don't know. He moved away, then moved back for a little bit, and then moved away again, and I haven't seen him in a couple years. Hopefully it stays that way. Well, he is back in town, you know. What? Yeah, remember that wallet that you guys found a couple months back? Yeah, that wallet belonged to Cornelius. No, could you excuse me? I gotta go home and borrow my windows and doors. Cornelius is back. Oh no. Okay, well that was not the ending that I hoped it would be. How about we look at some fan art and then we end the show? This art is from Giovanni Metzgar. This one's from Stacy Wright's son. This art is from Susie Hernandez. These two are from Daniel Clare. This awesome work of art is from Jared. This picture of Richard is from Melanie. This crazy drawing is from Gabriel's brother. This group picture is from Tex. This picture of the main character was drawn by A. Fluez's younger brother. This drawing of Richard was done by Malachi. This colorful art was done by Christopher. These three were done by Adam. This one was drawn by Jake Brown. This one was sent to me while I was editing, and it was done by Robert. And finally, a fan of the channel named Luke Green created a fan film featuring himself playing the ToneFrance characters. It's awesome. Make sure to check it out. I'll link his video below. If you have art or a fan film that you want to send my way, feel free to reach out to me at ToneFrance on Instagram. And if your question wasn't answered on this episode, don't worry. Leave a comment down below and maybe it'll get answered on the next episode. Remember to leave some questions for the grown-ups too. Be sure to get some sick merch from my merch store, ToneFrance.shop. And subscribe to my vlog channel, ToneFrance Vlogs. Actually, now that I think about it, a Disney World vlog is probably going to be coming out. It might have already come out, so make sure you check out that channel. Well, that's all for this episode. I'll see you guys next time on Tones Talk Show. See ya!